Namaste to aspirants of Ayurveda. I am Dr. Mangalagauri V. Rao, Assistant Professor, Department of Swasthavritta and Yoga, Faculty of Ayurveda, Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University. Today, we are discussing about Janapadodvamsa. The word Janapadodvamsa is formed from the three words, that is Janapada, Ud and Dvamsa, wherein Janapada means large community, Ud is the Upasarga and Dvamsa is the destruction. Here, a large community gets destroyed due to certain common factors in the environment, and a detailed description is available in the Brihatrayis, whether it is in Charaka Samhita, it is in the whole chapter is devoted with the name Janapadodvamsa, in the Vimanasthana 3rd chapter, and Sushruta Samhita Sutrasthana 6th chapter, Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana 4th chapter, and Ashtanga Sangraha Sutrasthana 9th chapter. All these things deal with the aspect of Janapadodvamsa, or the destruction of large population due to certain common factor. And in Charaka Samhita, if we think about the etiology, why this particular destruction occurs, here it has been mentioned, Dvivido hetur vyadhi janakaha praninam bhavati, sadharanaha asadharanascha. There is two types of the hetus or the etiological factors have been mentioned. One is sadharana or the common cause, and the asadharana or the cause which is inevitable or asadharana. And again, for the explanation about sadharana, tatra sadharana prati purusha niyatam vatadi janakam aharadya abhidhaya. That is, the sadharana factor is responsible for the vitiation due to the vata, ahara, etc. that is being consumed by the common people. That is Bahujana Sadharanam. The majority of the people consume a similar kind of the Vayu, Jala, and also live in the same desha and are subjected for the same kala or the time factor. So then it will be leading to the disease. And sadharana roga karanam abhidhatum. This becomes responsible for the same kind of a disease, and Janapada Udvamsaniyo abhidhiyate. So that will be the Janapadodvamsa, or the responsible for destruction of a very large population. Then comes the asadharana factor. Asadharana, here we cannot have any control, wherein previous sadharana factors Vata, Jala, Desha, Kala, the man is responsible. So if he brings about the change in his behavior, then those factors can be intervened. Whereas the asadharana factor, here a person cannot intervene between, because Nakshatra, Graha, Gana, Chandra, Surya, Anila, Analanam, Disham, Chap, Prakriti, Aprakriti, Bhutanam, Rutu Vaikarika Bhavaha. That is, this is due to the impact of the various stars, planets, and the sun, as well as the moon, and the water, as well as the Agni. That, and the direction of the movement of these factors becomes abnormal, and this will be leading to the Vikriti or the vitiation in the Rutu as well as the beings. So this will be the inevitable factor. Here we cannot intervene in between. So because of these factors, whether it is a sadharana cause or a asadharana cause, then what will happen? Na yathavad rasa virya vipaka prabhavam oshadinam pratividhasyati. That is, whatever the plants are there, their rasa, virya, vipaka, prabhava, all these things get changed. And so that also, even not only the animals but even the plants on this earth also get afflicted by these sadharana and asadharana factors. Tasmat pragudvausat prag. So if we want to intervene these diseases are produced due to the sadharana and asadharana factors, then Janapadodvamsa, if we want to prevent, whatever the aushadhis are there, that we have to collect before the onset of the abnormality. That is Bhumir Virasi Bhavat Uddharadvam. So we have to collect all these medicines before the quality of the Bhumi gets transformed. Then Vayam Chesham Rasa Virya Vibhaka Prabhavan Upayogshyamahe. So these things then can be used in the medicine. Further, if we think about etiopathogenesis, like one thing is direct factors, that is the factors that are sadharana karana and asadharana karana. So for these factors, what is the main cause? Vaivadinam yat vaigunyam utpatyate tasya moolam adharmaha. So the root cause for all these modifications or vitiations is adharma. Tan moolam va asat karma. Adharma and asat karma. That is asat karma, we are doing some wrongsome karma or the various activities, and purvakritam tayor yonihi prajnaparadha. So again, that is due to the prajnaparadha, that is intellectual errors. We know that the factors are going to vitiate the doshas, then also we are going to consume particular set of etiological factors. Prajnaparadham is dhi dhriti smriti vibrashtah karmayat kurute ashubham, like due to the impairment in his dhi or the intellect, and dhriti, his courage, as well as the smriti, that is the memory, he will be indulging into the wrongful behaviors which will lead to the asat karma as well as the adharma. Tadyata yada desha nagara nigama janapada pradhana. So who all are going to do the adharma? So all the entire desha, it's the leader also along with the janapada or the praja also, they are going to indulge in the wrongful act. Dharmam utkramya dharmena prajam vartayanti. Like whatever dharma is the rules. So whatever the basic rules are there, the rules are not followed by the people, and due to that reason, what happens? Tataste antarhita dharmanam devatabhirapi tyajyante. So these adharma, this will lead to the devatas. Because the people are doing adharma, even the devatas, they get irritated and they do not follow the rules. Tesham तथा अंतर्हित धर्माणाम अधर्म प्रधानानाम अपक्रांत देवताम ऋतवो व्यापत्यन्ते. Because the devatas do not follow the rules, and they will be again deranging the rutus, and the rutu vyapatti happens. Then tena napo yatha kalam devo varshati na va varshati vikritam va varshati. One thing, there is no timely rain, that is devo varshati na. And if there is no timely rain, or even if it rains, then varshati vikritam, it will be vitiated. Whatever the rain is there, that is vitiated, whether it is untimely or else with the vikrita gunas. And vata na samyak abhivanti, even the air gets vitiated and doesn't flow properly. Chatir vyapatyante, that will be bringing about damage. And where salilan upashishyanti, that is the water bodies, they starts to get dried because there is no proper rain, and also the vata is getting vitiated. Oshadayah swabhavam parihayapadyante vikritim. Even the aushadhis are getting vitiated. Tat upadvamsante janapadaha. That will lead to the destruction of the large community. Sprishya avaharya doshat. Because of the action of the vitiated doshas in the environment, as well as that will be leading to the vitiation of the dosha in the body also. Further, Rutu Vikaraya Bhuta Rutu Vaikarika. So, what are the factors that will be leading to the Rutu Vikara? They are called as Rutu Vaikarikaha. Rutu Vikaras Chopa Lakshanam. What are the features of the Rutu Vikara? Tena Jala Desha Vata Vikaraya Bhuta Iti Mantavyaha. That will be leading to the vitiation of the Jala, Desha and Vata also. Yato Bhumyadinam api vikritim vakshati. So here even the Bhumi also gets vitiated. Kimva Rutu Ananurupa Rutu Vaikarikaha. What is the meaning of Rutu Vaikarika? That is Rutu Ananurupa. There are certain features of the Rutus that have been described in the classics. If those features are not present in a particular Rutu, then it is called as Rutu Vaikarika. Tena Rutu Ananurupa Lakshanameva Nakshatradina. That is due to the impact of the Nakshatradi or the movement of the sun and the moon as well as the other stars and the planets. Vikriti Rityuktam Bhavati. So that gets how exactly the Vikriti will be produced. That is Grishmehi Nakshatrani Nirmalani Bhavanti. Ani Yadi Tusharat Channani Grishme Bhavanti. That is generally in the Grishma Rutu the Akasha is Nirmala and we cannot visualize the Nakshatras very clearly. But if in the Grishma Rutu there is lot of clouds and Tushara or the mist is present, then it is called as the Vikriti. Tata Vikritani Bhavanti iti Bhotavyam. Similarly, the other Rutus also can be getting vitiated. Urapi Chaitya api Vachanat Jalanadilam Grahyate. So again, the vitiation of the Anila and Anala takes place. So all these together again vitiate the Rasadi na Prati Vidharshati. As previously discussed, again Rasadi of various Oshadis that also gets vitiated due to the Vikrita Rutu. Then the Janapadodvamsakara Bhavas. There are certain factors that are responsible for the destruction of large community. Tetu Khalvime Bhavaha Samanya Janapadeshu Bhavanti. So this will be in the entire community. Tadyata, Vayu, Udakam, Deshaha, Kala. These are the four factors that we have been discussing. Further, each feature of the Vayu, Jala and Desha have also been described in detail in Charaka Samhita Vimanasthana. Tatra Vatam evam vidhanam anarogya karam vidyat tadyata यथर्तु विषमम अति स्तिमितम अति चलितम अति परुषम अति शीतम अति उष्णम अति रूक्षम अति अभिष्यंदनम अति भैरव राव अति प्रतिहत परस्पर गति कुंडलिनम असात्म्य गंध बाष्प सिगता पांशु धूम उपहतम इति. So if the Vayu is having these all Vikritis, that is Vatam evam Anarogyakaram, that Vayu is responsible for the causation of the diseases, which is having the following characters. That is Rutu Vishamam, which is not having the character of a particular Rutu, and Atistimitam, which is very stagnant, where the heavy pressure is created mostly before the onset of the cyclone. Atistimitam, Ati Chalitam, which is fiercely blowing wind, or the movement is very fast, and Ati Parusham, that is, it is very rough, and Ati Sheetam, very cold, Ati Ushnam, very hot, Ati Ruksham, very dry, Ati Abhishyandanam, which is very heavy and having the unctuous in nature, that is enhancing the cover and obstruction. Ati Abhishyandanam, Ati Bhairavam, very fierce winds, and Ati Pratihata, which is winds are getting intermingled, and Paraspara Gati Kundalinam. That is whirlpool kind of a thing. In the mostly summer seasons, we have the very fierce winds wherein the whirlwind will be present. So such kinds of the wind, and along with that, Asatmya Gandha, the obnoxious odor, and associated with the lot of moisture or smog, and the sand particles, or even the smaller stones, or excessive smoke, if it is present, then it is considered as the Vikrita Vayu or the abnormal Vayu. Then features of the Vikrita Jala. Udakam tu khalu atyartha vikrita gandha varna rasa sparsha kleda bahulam apakranta jalacharam vihangam upakshina jalashaya apratikaram apagata gunam vidyat. So if the water is having the following features, that is the abnormal smell, color, taste, and abnormal to touch, or excessive kleda. Here always water is kleda bahula only, but here it is having some slimy nature, and apakranta jalacharaha. Normally the water animals are present there, so they will be not present. And vihangam upakshinam, the birds get very tired if they drink that water, and such kinds, and apagata gunam, that is the natural qualities of the water are not there, then it is the Vikrita Jala. The features of Vikrita dosha have been described. Desham punaha prakriti vikrita varna gandha rasa sparsham, that is the land, its normal color, smell, taste, and touch have gone. That is, the soil is very moist, and again it is lot of animals, including the reptiles or larger animals as well as insects, are dominated in this particular area. Here it has been mentioned, Upasrushtam Sarisripa Vyala Mashaka Shalabha Makshika Mushaka Uluka Shmashani Shakuna Jambuka Adibir. This different kinds of reptiles as well as insects in the form of the bees and the honeybees, and even the rats, rodents, the birds like the owls and vultures, and even the animals like jackals, they are all roaming around. And the Krina Ulupa Upavana Vantam, that is the garden filled with various grasses, and Pratana, or the climbers, and Bahulam Purvavad Avapatiteshu Shushka Nashta Shasyam. There is many plants that have fallen, and even the dried plants, Dhumra Pavanam, the wind that is smoky, and Utkrishta Ashvam Udgrantam Vyathitam Vividha Mriga Pakhi Sangham. This, the animals and the birds, they are all doubled and they are roaming here and there. And Pratata Ulkapata Nirghata Bhumikampam Ati Bhayarava Rupam. This, the land wherein lot of meteorites fall, and even there is striking of lightning, and even the occurrence of the earthquakes, and totally land, it is very fearful. And further, Ruksha Tamra Aruna Sitabra Jala Samvrita Arka Chandrata Taraka Abhikshnam. That is the sky. It is very dry and red in color, or else the dusky colored ones, and even the sun and the moon, they are looking very peaceful. All these things, they are the features of vitiated land. Further, the vitiated seasons or the time factor, wherein kalam kalu yathartu lingadviparit lingam atilingam heenalingam chahitam vyavasyet. That is kala or the seasons. It is viparita. If the features are opposite to that of a particular season, or atilingam, if the winter is there, it is very fierce winter, or heenalingam, in the winter times there is no cold at all. Such kinds of the features will be features of the vitiated kala. And iman eva dosha yuktaschatro bhavan janapado dvamsakaran vadanti. So if these kinds of the features are seen in the vata, jala, desha and kala, then tasman bhavan janapadodvamsakaran vadanti. So these are the features that will destroy the large community. Guneshvapi kalveteshu janapadodvamsakareshu bhaveshu. Even though these features that are vitiated and produce the janapadodvamsa, bheshajen upapadyamanam abhayam bhavati rogebhya iti. So if one takes a medicine that is grown or matured before the onset of these features, then the person can be devoid of the fear of the disease. So like this, different features have been described in detail in the classics. Further, it has also been mentioned that Vatat jalam desha jalat desham deshat kalam swabhavatah vidya dushpariharyatvat gariyas taramarthavid. So Vatat jalam, that is they are progressively difficult to manage. That is swabhavato dushpariharyatvat iti. They are naturally, by nature, they are difficult to manage. Swabhadeva vatapekshaya jalam dushpariharam bhavati. So the jala is more difficult to treat than the air, and jalacha desha. The desha or the land is more difficult than the water, and the deshacha kalaha, that is time factor, is the most difficult to manage, because vato hi nivata desha sevaya dushtaha parihriyate. So air which is in the nivata, and here even though the word nivata has been used, here we can take it as air which is not vitiated. In that place if we go, then we can be avoiding the complications. Na tatha jalam dehavritam avashyam sevyam. So for the maintenance of the body, it is very much essential, and mahata prayatnena jeta. We are not able to avoid these particular things. And then deshastu jalapekshaya dushpariharo bhavati. So taratama gamanena jeta. So if desha or the land is vitiated, that becomes the difficult to purify the land very easily. And it has been mentioned in the treatment principles of Janapadodvamsa, karma pancha vidham tesham bheshajam paramuchyate rasayananam vividha chopayogah prashasyate shasyate dehavrittischa bheshajaihi purvam udhritaihi. So what are the different management principles? That is karma pancha vidham, that is panchakarma or the purificatory procedure by using the medicines. And then rasayananam vidhivat chopayogaha. After that, the rasayana prayoga should be done as per the rules. And by this, shasyate dehavrittischa bheshajaihi. Like this, the health of the person can be maintained by means of medicine. Purvam udhritaihi. That is, these medicines should be collected before the onset of the vitiation of these features. And satyam bhute dayadanam balayo devatarchanam sadvrittasyanuvrittischa ashamo guptatmanaha. So the implementation of the Sadvrita in their life in the form of speaking truth or benevolence towards the beings or giving the danas and bali etc or always worshipping the god. These kinds of the things, that is the good acts, should always be performed for the principle for the prevention as well as the cure of this Janapadodvamsa. Then Hitam Janapadanam cha Shivanam Upasevanam. So one community should take the or indulge into the activities that are auspicious to the people. Sevanam brahmacharyasya tathaiva brahmacharinam. So one has to be practicing the brahmacharya as well as dharma shastra. One has to read, or here if we think about, then we have to follow the different rules and regulations that are good for the community. So this has to be followed for the management of the Janapadodvamsakara Vyadis. Further, it has also been mentioned that as the yuga changes, the nature of the people change, and as the nature of the people change, then there will be modification in their behavior, and accordingly their bala will also be changed and their lifespan will also be reducing from one yuga to another yuga. So we have the 4 yugas, and among them Satya Yuga or Krita Yuga is the first one. In that time, it has been mentioned in the commentary that Adi Kale Yaditi Sutta Samaujaso Ati Vimala Vipula Prabhavaha. Because in the Satya Yuga, the sons of the Aditi, they were full of ojas or the strength, because Ati Vimala Vipula Prabhavaha, because their body was very pure, body and mind both were very pure, and due to that they have a very good strength. Taksha Deva Devarshi Dharma Yajna Vidhi Vidhanaha. So they used to follow all the Vidhi Vidhanas that have been told in our Vedas. Their body used to be very strong, like Shaila or the Parvata, and Sara Samhata. It was full of the Sara or the strength, and Sthira Sharira. The body was very sturdy, and Prasanna Varnendriyaha. The sense organs as well as their complexion was in very good status, and Pavana Samabalaha. They had the strength of that of the very strong wind, and Parakrama. They were very strong and courageous, and their body was well formed. Spicho Abhirupa Pramana Prakriti Prasada Upachayavantav. It was very shapely according to the Pramana, and then Prasada Upachayavantav. The nourishment was to the highest extent. And Satyarjava Nrishausa Dana Dama Niyama Tapo Upavasa Brahmacharya Vrata Paraha. The people were following all the very good behavior in the form of speaking truth and not speaking any wrongful thing, or else even not performing the by performing the danas and following the niyamas, vratas, as well as doing the fasting, as well as they were following the celibacy. So for that reason they were having the strength. And Vyapagata Bhaya Raga Dvesha Moha Lobha Krodha Shoka Mana Roga Nidha Tandra Rama Klama Alasya Parigraha Shcha. So they were avoiding apagata. They were devoid of any fear or strong attachment or hatred or very much loving towards somebody, or very much greedy towards the things, very fierce person with anger, or always sorrowful. And they were also not excessively sleeping, or they were not drowsy. They were not getting tired very easily, and they were not. They were doing always work, and they were not desiring for other persons' belongings. So like this, all these things, because of that, Bubhuvur Amitayushaha, Because of that reason, they had a very long life. Then comes the Treta Yuga. By this Treta Yuga, the conditions started deteriorating. Vishyate tu Krita Yuge. So in that they started making errors. Keshanchid Atadanat. Some people what they did? Ati Adana. They accumulated more. Sampannikanam Sattvanam Sharira Gauravam Asit. They took more of a nourishing food. And for that reason, Sharira Gauravam Asit. Their body became fat or obese. And Sharira Gauravat Sramaha. When the person is very obese, then he will be feeling tired. Shramat alasyaha. Because he feels tired, he will become lazy. Alasyat sanchayaha. Again, because he is lazy, the things start getting accumulated. Sanchayat parigraha. And apart from that, the sanchaya in the form of desire towards the other thing, that is the mental factor also. Parigrahat lobaha. Because he is accumulating the things and desiring for other person's thing, then he will become very greedy. And Pradurasit Krite. So all these things started in the Krita Yuga. So because of that reason, Tatas Tretayam Dharmapado Adharmat Agatam. Then Dharmapado Antardhanam Agatam. That is, because of that reason, 1/4 of the bala or their strength get reduced because of the wrong behaviors. Pranashat Kritascha Shasyanam Sneha Vaimalya Rasa Virya Vipaka Prabhava Guna Pada Bramsham. Even the whatever the rasa or the properties of the plants were there, they also got reduced. Yuge yuge dharma padaha kramenanena hiyate. So always as the yuga passes on, then the strength of a person decreases. Guna padascha bhutanam evam lokaha praliyate. So whatever the qualities are there, it is decreasing by 1/4 with the end of the each yuga. So that will be ending into the laya ultimately. Further, tesham पुनर्व्यापदो दुष्टकारिता शीतोष्ण वात वर्षादि खलु विपरीत अन्योषधि व्यापद अन्यत्र. Similarly, like as the conditions deteriorated, even the weather conditions also changed, and the Shita, Ushna, Varshadi, etc. also got changed. Then Rutuna Vyapadaha. Because of that reason, again the Rutu Vyapat also sets in. That is mentioned in the context of the Janapadodvamsa, wherein Kala. So all these factors will be leading to the Janapadodvamsa, and the root cause is Adharma again. Further, how exactly the Chikitsa of Rutu Vyapat should be done, or else management. कदाचित् अव्यापन्नेषु ऋतुषु कृत्य अभिशापः अभिक्रोधः धर्मैरुपध्वंसन्ते जनपदाः अधर्मैरुपध्वंसन्ते जनपदाः. So because of the viparitata, what happens is the dharma reduces and adharma part sets in, and because of the adharma, the Janapadodvamsa starts. And here in the Sushruta Samhita, it has been mentioned Vishaushadhi Pushpa Gandhena Va Vayunopaniyate Tena Kramyate Yo Deshastatra Dosha Prakritya Visheshena Kasa Shvasa Vamatu Pratishyaya Shiroruk Jvarai Rupatapyante. So Vishaushadhi Pushpa Gandhena, that is the flower which is impregnated with a poison, that if one smells it, or else because of the impact of the Vayu, if it gets dispersed into the surrounding atmosphere, then what happens according to the dosha and prakriti of an individual, the diseases like cough or difficulty to breathe and vomiting, rhinitis, headache and fever, such kinds of the symptoms are manifested. Graha nakshatra charitairva. Again, this Rutu Vikriti is produced due to the impact of the graha and nakshatra. And graha dara shayanasana yana vahana mani ratnopakarana garhita lakshana nimitta pradurbhava. Again, these things modifications can occur even due to the changes in these behavioral habits of a person. Then further, it has been mentioned that abhishapa is also one among the factors for the Janapadodvamsa or Rutu Vaiparitya. That is adharma kaya vang manasam duscharita udvamsasya. So another factor, that is adharma in the form of manasika, vachika as well as the kayika dushpravritti or the bad deeds. This will lead to the Janapadodvamsa again and again. Here in the Dalhana commentary, he tells about the various diseases that are caused due to the Visha Pushpa Gandha. That is Nasa Randhranugatena Vayuna. If there is aggravation of the Vata in the Nasa Marga, then the person will develop the respiratory symptoms like cough, dyspnea, rhinitis, or even the abnormality in the sense of smell, or anosmia, and the giddiness as well as the headache. And tvagindriya gatena jvara masuri kadayah. If there is vitiation of vayu in the skin or tvagindriya, then the features like fever and the smallpox or skin manifestations. Masuri kadayah, it has been mentioned. So it can be the skin manifestations occurs due to these tvagata vata vitiation. Further, the context of the Janapadodvamsa, again in the Sushruta Samhita, Kala Bala Pravritta Vyadhis have been mentioned. These can also be taken in case of the Janapadodvamsa because all the people are impacted because of the effect of the Kala here. And again, Kala Bala Pravritta Ye Shitoshna Vata Vashatapa Prabhriti Nimittaha Te Api Dvividha Vyapannartu Krutu and Avyapannartu Krutascha. That is, Kalabala Pravritta Vyadhis are of two types. One is because of the seasonal changes, these diseases occur in a larger population compared to the other time. And Avyapanna Rutu Kritascha, that which is unseasonal impact of the on the body will be leading to the diseases. Deva Bala Pravritta Ye Deva Deha Drohadabhi Shaptaka. So if one is impacted by the curse of Deva and doing something wrong to the god, and then Atharvana Krita Upasargascha. If it is Upasargaja Vyadhi, then it is due to the not due to the Deva. And Te Api Dvividaha Vidyudashani Kritaha and Pishachadi Kritaha. So again, this thing is also of two types. That is Vidyudashani, that is the natural disaster due to the lightning, or else Pishachadi Kritascha. Here Pishacha we can correlate into the affliction by the microorganisms. Punascha Dvividaha Sausargaja Akasmikascha. Again, this may be Sausargaja or due to the contact, and another one is due to the accidental cause. So, these kinds of the Kalabala Pravritta Vyadhis can also be considered in the Janapadodvamsa because large population is affected. Further, Upasarga has been elaborated by Dalhana. Upasargaja iti upasrujyanti उपसर्गाः पीडित जन समीपोत्पन्ना ज्वरादयः. That is the disease that spreads by the contact with the person who is already suffering from a particular disease. Example he quotes is Jvaradayah, the diseases like fever, especially the infectious origin fevers. And Upasargaja iti upasarjanti iti upasargah. And उपसर्गज संसर्गजयोरयं विशेषः उपसर्गजा ज्वरादि रोग पीडित जन संपर्कात् भवति. This is again another opinion, a similar one, again due to the association with the jana. संसर्गजा इति देवादि द्रोह जन संपर्कजा इत्यर्थः. संसर्गजा is mainly due to the curse of the god, and again that will be coming in contact with the people and that again spreads. Tatra संसर्गजा औपसर्गिक रोग संसर्ग जाताः, rogi संसर्ग जाताः. So here the contact with the deceased person will lead to the disease, spread of the disease again. Further, in the Sushruta it has been mentioned प्रसंगात गात्र संस्पर्शात निश्वासात सह भोजनात सह शय्यासनात चापि वस्त्रमाल्यानुलेपनात. So here the prasangat iti prasangena abhyasena kritat, that is the association with some person, whether it is direct contact or else gatra samsparshat, again the touch of the body, nishvasat, that is the through the air or the droplet infections what we speak in the present day time. Saha bhojanat, sharing the meals, again here also the droplet infection can also be considered. Saha shayyasanat chapi, so sharing the chair as well as the bed. And vastra malyanu lepanat, that is the using the same cloths or the other cosmetics and the ornaments. By this what happens? Kushtam jvarascha shoshascha netrabhishyanda evacha. The diseases like the skin diseases, fever as well as the emaciation, along with the eye disorders like the inflammation of the eyes. These are Aupasargika Rogacha Sankramanti Narannaram. These diseases that are contagious, they will spread from person to person. Aupasargika Rogaha Samanya Dharma Pravritta Masuradayah. Again in the Dalhana Tika he tells Aupasargika Roga means the disease that is produced due to a common factor like disease like the Masurika or the smallpox. Now it is not very common, but we can think about the other skin manifestation diseases like skin, this one, chicken pox or else measles. These can be considered under these set of the diseases. So the thing that can be in the present day, we can correlate it with the direct mode of transmission wherein prasangat gatra samsparshat, the direct in the form of inoculation into the skin or mucosa, or else nishvasat saha bhojanat, as I already mentioned, it is droplet infection, and saha shayya saha asana, that is fomites. Through the fomite it can spread, and again the fomites, even vastra, mala, anulepana, etc., they come under these categories. Like this, totally the Janapadodvamsa can be correlated with either the environmental factors in the form of vitiation of the air, water and land, along with the vitiation of the seasons, or the infectious diseases that are going to spread from one person to another person, as mentioned in Sushruta Samhita, that is Kalabala Pravritta Vyadis, or else Samsargaja Vyadis and Aupasargaja Vyadis. In a whole, like whatever a very large community is suffering due to a common causative factor is considered as Janapadodvamsa. Thank you so much for patient listening.